So if I remember correctly, last time I just revamped all of our defenses. So now next I wanted to go into our oil like planned.
Straight south, where the stone is. The concrete.
I'm by the concrete.
And down into the right a little bit more.
But is the concrete by you?
Look at the minimap, dude. It's the big black
in the
zone.
bayou.
Holy shit, we are having problems here.
Yeah, we are.
The stuff that I'm on top of. Wait, what the hell? Oh shit! There's a bunch of stuff under the trees.
Yeah.
Oh well, that's easy.
Yeah.
Oh okay. Here, let's make some grenades.
Yeah. I guess it'll screw up the iron line, but like,
wow,
whatever.
yeah, our coal output literally died.
Move.
That is an issue because it doesn't. Isn't that our only coal line in the base?
Yeah,
it goes everywhere.
It's an issue if we care about our base not dying.
The other coal line is under all of those smelters and stuff up there, so that one's not probably gonna get used.
Well, this one's huge.
It's not so good. Yeah, there's a huge amount of coal that we're just not tapping because I didn't see it under the trees at all.
Yeah, it's actually bigger than the original field.
Yeah, there's. I'm just gonna go grab a bunch of nades.
There's also another coal line next to all the oil, next to the lake.
That was just smaller and farther away.
Probably use this as an opportunity to start amping up our solar panel production.
Actually, I was going to say we should also look into nuclear power. Seeing as that's a new thing.
Here. Okay. Let's look into that a little bit. You need sulfuric acid, which means that drills. We might need a special drill for it or something.
Maybe. That's a good point.
So burner mining drills require stone furnaces.
Are we going to use burners for this?
We can be lazy if we feel like it, but because we already have a power problem, maybe we shouldn't. I mean, maybe we should.
Running out of coal hurts our everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's part of the reason.
On everything is deed.
I guess it's still kind of wraps back to using coal anyway.
Well, I mean, all of our smelting uses coal, even regardless.
Yeah.
It's like all of our smelting's also dying down right now.
Yep.
Well, I mean, worst comes to worst, if our base grinds to a halt, all pollution stops.
I don't think... Does it entirely stop? I mean, it won't go away necessarily, at least.
I think that it definitely slows down dramatically, but that's about it. Oh, I guess Keith just swept the entire rocks.
Rocks. Are you looking for rocks, bird?
Yes, please. I would like one indigenous rock to this zone.
One indigenous rock.
Yes, I mean that's a rock term, correct? Like you got your crustaceous rock, your gratuitous rock, and your indigenous rock.
Oh boy. There's igneous rocks.
Yes, ignoramus rocks, yes.
Oh boy.
I would like 3 of those.
Why do you hurt me?
Because we know.
Why do you hurt me?
Because every time I talk about rocks, it's hilarious. Because it trolls you so much. It's sort of like you bringing up, like, governors to me.
Can you name an igneous rock?
Yes! It's Fred. He's my igneous rock.
Isn't pumice?
Yep.
Pumice is what you put on sandwiches.
Oh boy.
Yeah, my earth sciences class was like my least favorite in I guess middle school. We didn't do earth sciences in high school because the teacher was super anal about everything, including like littering.
It's a really weird reason to not. Least favorite. Okay.
Yeah. Imagine if you had a teacher that would like mark you off for like
really into anal
for dumb shit. No, she gave my brother like multiple days of suspension because some jackoff kept littering underneath his desk. And my brother wouldn't notice because, like, why? He didn't litter, so why does he have to check under his desk? And she'd come by and be like, there's trash underneath your desk. you know my policy on littering. See me after school. And my brother's like, what? And eventually my mother's like, if she gives you detention, just don't go.
She just was like a straight up insane person, basically.
Yeah.
That's the funniest fucking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She, weirdly enough, I mean, This is just kind of a random fact, but she's, do you know Jack Kerouac from, Into Thin Air?
Jack Kerouac, give a dog a bone?
Har har.
I mean, I've heard of Jack Kerouac, I think.
He's the guy that wrote Into Thin Air, the guy that, the journalist that went up Everest and, like, shit went wrong.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
Oh, I was gonna guess it was a book about kidnapping.
No. But so, she was his niece, and so she would, like, bring in famous, like, Earth scientists. Well, no. She just bring in famous Earth scientists and stuff. Which is actually really cool, except for, you know, you were only allowed to see them if you had, you know, a certain level of, like, grades in class, which wasn't too hard, but it was just, like, the most bullshit policy I'd ever heard of.
Wait, what?
So, like, if you had a C, you weren't allowed to go to those, like, guest lectures.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
You see, if you aren't learning enough, our solution is to make you learn less.
Dude, that's how suspensions
See, what you do is
work.
you take your struggling children that aren't connecting well with the class and don't really know what they want to do with their lives, and you remove all chances of inspiration from their lives. Just to make sure they never change. Good job, school system. You never fail anyone. You had one job, which is basically to do exactly not that ever. That was the one thing you were supposed to never do.
What are you supposed to be doing here, Bird?
I put the red belts down. And I totally forgot that they were too fast.
Yeah.
Whoops. Yeah, that's really fucked up.
Yeah. On the other hand, did you ever think that maybe Wander's brother deserved it?
No.
So, like, it feels like there's just teachers that don't want to be the point of what a teacher is, basically.
Yeah. I would say that a very, very healthy percentage of teachers totally miss the point of teaching. And I found them at every level of education at this point.
Like, how do you be a teacher that doesn't understand the value of a guest lecture to a struggling student?
I guess her process, or her, like, thought process here was use it as, like, an incentive.
Yes.
You know, like treats for a dog.
If you do well, we'll make it interesting.
Yeah. It was the same thing with field trips, so, like, only the A and B students could go on those. Actually, I think it was mostly just the A students. Which is kind of a miracle that I actually went on any of them, because I hated
sounds like a
class.
budget problem.
Nah, it wasn't. You had to pay for the field trip yourself.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's some America
this was a school for rich people.
Yes.
No?
Yes.
Almost. Well, I mean, probably, but I'm just saying, like, schools, you know, you don't have to necessarily be going to a rich people school to pay for your field trips.
Oh, right. I didn't.
Whoopsie doodles.
Yeah, I whoopsie doodled too.
Guess who else brought fast plates? Fast light. Did you just do? Is that what you just wanted to talk about for Wander 2?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I literally just finished doing the same thing.
We are.
Oh, you guys are adorable.
It's literally the only ones I carry. I'm like, oh shit, I need to go back to like some place where I can get slow conveyors.
Yeah.
That was colonizing the other coal mine. I'm like, fuck it, we're just gonna set them all up. Future-proof this shit.
Well.
Where do we even do normal treads? They're somewhere, right?
They're being consumed instantly. That's the problem.
Well, there's a backup though. Like, there should be enough just sitting around that you can.
There you are.
So you shouldn't have a problem.
I love how we can mix the fast and the slow on the burner on these lines.
Yeah, it works. Looks stupid, but it works. Okay,
does
so I
look
started the
stupid.
one in the back, so it should automatically handle the rest.
Yeah, but I'm gonna kickstart this because I have like 300 coal in my inventory.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah, I have a ton. So I'm just gonna start kickstarting a bunch of these. And then I'll get some of the nice backer rewards, like, you know... The,
Random labs named
Like
after
Black
you.
Lung.
Whole
jokes.
Yesterday, Keith, you'd been mentioning something capped out at like 200 something, or is it
Yeah.
120 something?
It
It was,
was,
it was like 216 or something.
So this assembling machine for concrete takes 66 iron. I have no idea why.
Yep.
Like that's the max.
Numbers and
weird.
things.
Is that to, like, jank up the ratios for stuff, or I don't know. Hey,
Yeah, I have no
good
idea.
news! Everything is, great now. Oh,
Yeah.
no, it's just because the boilers don't need to work. Because the steam power, or the solar power is on.
Yeah, we won't know. We mostly won't know until the sun comes out, goes down,
Yep.
and then everything
long
goes to
ago-
the shits.
Yep. And long ago, somebody left with the cup. You know, I always gotta figure, how fucking far behind was that dude in that race that he was still racing after everybody else left? You know,
I think he was just going the
watched
wrong
a lot
way.
of NASCAR.
Now, you have to realize he was riding his bicycle.
Oh,
Everybody else had like supercars. Dude was on his bike.
These things grab coal.
that makes him sound way more badass than
Yeah.
I originally thought.
He got pretty good time. He managed to complete the whole race by sundown, if I remember right.
No. The sun had gone down and the moon had,
It had come up, and long ago
Okay.
somebody had left with the cup.
Yeah,
He's still driving and striving and hugging the
yeah,
turns.
so he's driving, so it wasn't even a
and thinking of someone for whom he still yearns.
Okay, so in that case, he's probably got a go-kart.
It's Mario. Mario is actually the protagonist of The Distance by Cake.
There was a period of time where whenever we played Smash Brothers, there was a Cake song that was just our like go-to like slogan thing. We just couldn't stop saying it. Just every time someone got taken out in Smash Brothers, immediately someone would be like, "Learn to buck up," with like the exact pause every single time. just
That's
repeat.
pretty funny.
And
And also very sassy.
His timing is so amazing in that song.
Mm-hmm.
There are entire Cake songs where the entire point is just that he's saying really basic lyrics, but saying them with the weirdest pauses. Like he's a weird
yeah.
indie rock version of like the Shatner joke.
So we might
Yeah.
have to think about adding another iron source fairly soon.
I was gonna say, are we fucked on iron? Because I don't see. Like,
We're-
I was expecting
we're
to see a
not
lot of
yet.
iron graciously flowing back into our coffers.
So there's
and
still
yet
600.
I see not.
There's still 606,000 iron in the field.
Yeah, but are our drills?
Yeah, it's not
What's
great.
happening? Oh, there's like 3K on each drill. That's
Yeah,
fine.
it's
27K for each one. That's fine.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, to the northeast, there's a big alien base. There's a big iron field.
Okay, yeah, let's go for it. Also worth noting, we
And
need we need a lot more coal. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna kickstart some of these lines a little bit.
Oh, some of these don't have grabber arms either.
Well, they died in the middle of like grabbing their coal and stuff. Oh yeah, I see. Some of those aren't quite ready yet. But yeah, I was looking at our main bus that does have coal on it, and there's just not enough coal going yet.
Yeah, you can balance this if you want to, Bird. I keep forgetting how the hell it works, but there's another coal line coming over here that just feeds into it right
okay.
before the boilers.
Yeah, I'll do that in a second. Oop, let's get a.
I look at your
Okay.
hourglass thing and I'm like, what? What's happening?
That's only for 4 lanes. If we're going into a 2-lane thing, just feed it in. Oh, I see how you're doing this. Yeah, okay. I will balance this for you.
These burner inserters will not feed themselves. What the fuck? So if a burner inserter runs out of fuel, will it just die forever and never pick up?
Yes.
It won't even pick up coal that comes by it?
Yeah, that is correct.
They're stupid.
That's really annoying, so I have to manually kickstart every single one.
Yes.
Alright.
Well,
That is
no, they come
obnoxious.
kick-started.
Yeah, but if they don't kickstart in time,
Yes.
then they die.
Then they're dead. It's
Yep.
weird. It's so weird.
Yep.
Like, it's completely logical that a machine out of fuel would not do anything, but it's just weird, because I felt like they would just grab a coal that went by and sort of just work. Because I feel like that happened
Like,
before,
don't
but these...
mind me.
But I just had like an entire farm of them. We're just like, nope, that's not happening today. Too bad. Alright, well that'll work for now.
Yep.
What do we want?
Coal.
Do we want?
When do we want it?
In a reasonable time frame, hopefully.
At some point in the near
No
future.
rush. Yeah, that's not a problem.
you don't
We can
mind.
call in whenever you want. What do we want?
Okay.
Coal. When do we want it? We're flexible.
Yeah. No rush. Don't worry about it.
It turns out we are an incredibly reasonable crowd of yelling people.
All we ask is that negotiations begin. God damn it.
Some people would find that objectionable.
What?
Negotiations beginning at any point in
Oh.
time.
Okay. So yeah, we've solved the great power dying crisis. I think the other thing I was
now.
working on was the was we were trying to get sulfuric acid onto our main bus that's not our main bus, because if we call it a main bus, then Keith gets mad.
Keith has problems with buses.
Yeah.
They hurt him as a child.
I will say the vast majority of main bus protests have come from Wander.
Yes.
He was the one that was constantly like, no, bird, stop, every time he talked about main busing.
yeah. No. I was protesting Bird learning about main bus because it was going to make Bird know too much, and then he'd stop goofing around because he'd be like, nope, I know how to do this now, and then he does it perfectly. Which,
And nobody
It's
wants a
like-
bird that knows things.
well, yeah. When Bird knows too much, then he gets boring.
Don't be
Yeah.
boring, bird.
But you know what I did instead? I learned just enough to learn all the ways that we could hack and like demolish the concept of organization.
when I found out that you were in fact learning how to main bus, I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna learn this too.
Yes.
And
But
then
did
I got
ever
double
actually,
betrayed.
Did I ever actually use the concept of main bus intelligently in this build? No.
Yes,
No.
I mean,
look.
our bus is fairly intelligent.
Yeah, except for the fact that it's a clusterfuck if you look at it.
I mean, it's better than what we had previously.
That's because literally anything would have been better.
Oh, hey,
The only
we got
thing we could have
express-
done worse is the fucking sushi bar base, where you just have a belt going around the
so-
entire thing and filter arms.
Quick point: we have express transport belts.
Yeah, we can start making some lubed up belts for lubed up action.
You got time for that, or are you working
No,
on more pressing things?
I need to finish the sulfur, and then we can make that. But sulfur got, like many things in this game, got completely distracted from when I realized there was a much more pressing emergency at hand.
Oh yeah. I was a while ago. I was like, I'm going to fix the oil issue, and then everything was on fire, and I had to put out all the fires. Our base was going to
Yeah.
die via monsters. I did all these
Yeah.
backwards. Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
I put the inserter arms in front of the outputs of the coal, and put the conveyors where the inserters were supposed to be.
You goof.
Just nothing was happening.
This makes sulfur? Where is that item? Wait, what? Do sulfurs come out of oil refinery or chemical plants?
Yep.
Yeah,
So.
you make sulfur out of petroleum gas.
Yep.
That's petroleum gas and Wawa. That's
Wah wah, and that's why the water pump's there. That is the reason for its existence. You've discovered my deepest, darkest secret.
I thought your deepest, darkest secret was the fact that you got a little willy.
That's
Damn
that's dark, and that it is inside of my pants. And there is no light there.
You're wearing
when I wear
pants?
basketball shorts, in
Why are
which
you wearing
case
pants?
there is
I'm
more
wearing
light.
basketball shorts.
Yeah. Are you
I
a
can't stream
normie?
with pants on.
Are you saying you're a normie, Keith? Am I hearing normie little tendencies from you?
Don't.
I feel like
Wander.
saying normie
No.
is normie.
Dude.
Yeah.
Like that might be the most normie thing. Is
Yeah,
being someone who
probably.
says normie out loud, like seriously.
Oh
and,
shit.
and completely
Oh,
unironically. Like some kind of normie.
If we stop saying the word normie, I'm starting to hate that word a lot now.
No.
Just now?
Yes, just now. Like literally, like I was fine with the word enough until I heard it said 15 times by you two.
Synergy.
You think? I promoted a lot of
shit.
synergy today. It was
Where's my
it
tank?
was great.
Where's my tank?
Synergizing so hard right now.
Is there
How
like
much
a
synergy
tank?
did you promote today? No, there's no tank plants.
No.
I'm not promoting
Is
much
there a
synergy
tank
right now.
locator?
Oh shit, I don't know.
Dude, where's my car?
M, and then there should be a vehicle thing, isn't
Is there? No.
No. Okay,
For a while
that's
now, I've
fine.
thought that I think your car got in your inventory or something at some point because you've been looking for it, but like it's never been on the map, which makes me think that it wasn't actually like lying around.
It's not in my inventory, though.
You might have dumped it somewhere.
I don't think so, and I don't think I've died.
Like I just placed my tank down,
Wait.
and it's immediately a red
Is-
triangle.
Is that it? Oh. Wait, where is it? Oh. Huh.
Like vehicles have icons.
They do, okay.
So, like I think
Yeah,
you put it somewhere in item form.
Oh, shit. Yeah, it's in my first slot. Son of a bitch.
Oh.
It's been
It
there
was
the
on
whole
your
time.
quick. It was on your quick slot.
Yeah, it was in
No,
my quick
dude,
slots, not my inventory.
Oh boy.
It's like he lost his glasses, not realizing they were on his face the entire time.
Oh boy.
I'm
I'm
One of my
happy saying
teachers
that that's
did
never
that.
happened before, and I still can't understand how it could happen.
If your prescription is like light enough, then it can happen. Like my prescription is very light. I haven't done that, but I can definitely see myself doing that. I can definitely
See,
I can definitely imagine myself doing such a thing because of how light my prescription is. I'm just gonna get LASIK though one of these days.
yeah, having glasses sucks,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but having your face cut open by lasers is terrifying.
Yeah, also that.
Nah. Just
Minor
think about
issue.
it this way. Would you prefer to have the lasers cutting up your face or a person?
That's not really an ultimatum that makes any sense.
I know. It's called a false dichotomy, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make you aware that that's what that's called.
Yeah, and that you know it, and everyone knows that you know it. You're very proud of yourself
Yes.
for knowing it. Look at me and my vocabulary. I'm Birdcatcher.
Yeah, man. Pythagorean.
That sounds
Don't be
significantly less smart when you say it that way.
Hey, fuck you. Stop being so, hypotenuse with me.
Uh-huh.
It'll always be on record that one time you didn't know what perpendicular meant. Some
I
sort of
said-
plebe lord.
What the fuck are you talking about? I said orthogonal, and you were like, I don't know what that means. Can Bird dumb it down 12
That's
notches?
definitely not what happened. I said
That is
perpendicular,
exactly what
and you're like,
happened.
you're wrong, that's orthogonal. I'm like, no, that's perpendicular.
It is orthogonal. They're the
No.
exact same word.
You're an
I figured
insane
out
person.
part of the reason why our iron line is so sparse.
Is it because Bird's here?
Well, I was
What?
actually going to say the
How
red conveyor.
Fucking dare you.
Huh.
What?
The red conveyor line. The chest at the end of it was opened up completely, so you could have like just tons.
Oh.
Yeah, we don't need thousands of red conveyors.
How do you know?
Oh yeah, it was probably just like gobbling at every single.
I don't know. We probably
was-
need thousands of conveyors.
Well, no. We need
because
blue
we're
ones
gonna
now.
we're gonna move on to
Yeah.
blue ones,
Oh,
which I believe are consumed by red one. Yeah, but you know what?
Yeah,
It's
the
not
red
a
ones are
problem
confused.
because
Consumed, but yeah.
so you can just feed them in.
Yeah, we can just feed them in like some sort of gaping maw that's all Pythagoreanly orthogonal to the hypotenuse.
You can buy them all now on Xbox Live Arcade. There's a forgotten game.
What? The Pythagorean hypotenuse?
The Maw.
Oh, yeah, wow.
Where you guided around a purple slime monster that would eat things. I completed
What's
that
next,
game.
Ogmo or something?
It was like a weird, like... It was a mascot platformer during an era where that never happened anymore. And
Alright, so we
it may have been a
need-
better game than Ukulele.
Sulfuric
That is
acid,
bleak.
which...
Ukulele's kind of bleak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shell and I recorded our first episodes in a while.
It's just
It
kind of
was,
flat.
yeah. Well, it was the casino level, too, so, like, playing that was just, like... I remember. I hate this game.
Member?
And then we got to the last level, and it got a lot better.
Member Banjo? Oh, I remember.
Wait, hold on.
Hold on.
How the hell do you make sulfuric acid? Do you use
Bird?
inserters to put in the iron plates and the sulfur, and then
Bird,
the water
I
is
want
fed
you to-
into a pipe?
I want you to take a look at this.
Aren't we already making sulfuric
look-
acid?
Yeah, but
You'll
we need
be-
a lot more.
Just
You'll
look at
be
how it's
proud of
made.
me.
Yeah.
Reverse
What am I
engineer that
looking at,
shit.
Me?
Why are you mowing down the trees like some sort of like psychotic Hank Hill?
I need to.
God
I need
damn
to.
it, Bobby.
I need to run a line of red conveyors up because I don't want to produce the red conveyors further down the line to make blue conveyors. So I'm just going to run a line all the way down, all the way up here.
Mm-hmm. Hank Hill never was the same after the Ents came and stole his family.
The Ents. Oh my god.
Sometimes you hear Hank Hill just like in the goddamn in the distance, just like saying like, "God damn it, Bobby."
Not even
my-
the right ends. Like his family just like became potheads except for him, and they're all in Colorado.
Yeah,
He's just killdozering it up.
Just the dumbest joke ever said.
Hey,
What have we come to?
what town's Hank Hill from?
Blam, blam, blam,
I don't know. Wow. So I filled up our backlog of barrels as planned, Bird. And as
Yep.
a result, the one thing we're not using at all is so backed up it literally loops all the way back around the entire line. The yellow barrels go all the way back to the
is
source
that
across
heavy
that
oil or
giant
light
conveyor.
oil?
I think it's light oil
is-
because the one we're
That
not
is
using.
amazing. Yeah.
You wanna
That's
convert
amazing.
light oil into heavy oil? Because I think you have the ability to do that.
Is there anything we want to use light for?
Not immediately. I think you can always split the heavy oil too.
Let's see. No, you crack heavy into light.
Yeah.
You can turn light into petroleum, which we do use.
Keith cracked oil and I don't care. Keith cracked oil and I don't care.
I'll crack your oil.
I had Jean-Claude Van Damme.
And then you can turn all three types of thing into solid fuel, if one were so inclined. This has to be enough barrels. It's completely absurd.
Oh, I'm out of red belts. Well, that's not a problem. Let me just go grab one of the thousands we fucking have at the bottom of the base.
I'm just gonna go ahead and turn barrel production off again.
Nuclear fuel processing, eh? That's nice.
Yeah. Gotta prep for Mr. T's worst enemy.
Wow.
What? You said
What?
nuclear fool.
I did. But I mean, you're thinking on another level than I am, dude. I was unprepared for a Mr. T reference. That came out of nowhere.
Maybe you shouldn't,
Did they call you
I
Mr.
thought my King of the Hill
Fantastic?
reference was timely, but apparently I am in the presence of a god right now.
Did they call you
Oh,
Mr.
wait.
Fantastic? Because that was a stretch.
Shit. Please. Please, I have a family, I beg you.
Not yet, bird. And we're here to make sure that never happens.
Oh, what the fuck?
Specific
Why-
spite towards you. And
Why
only
would you bird eugenics me?
Oh. Boy.
Okay, do we know how to drop
turn
shit
that
on the
took.
ground? Or did we never figure that out?
Never figure what out.
Dropping shit on the ground? That's okay, I can figure it out.
Yeah, I don't have a clue how it's done.
I did. I have to relook it up every single time because we forget again. It's annoying because you only drop it down like one at a time. Which is useful approximately never. Aside from the exact case of like, here, bird is a flamethrower. Take it now. This one item.
Okay,
and that's
Microsoft Bob.
it. Yes, I am Bob. How did you know?
You have selected Microsoft Sam as your computer's default voice.
Bob's your uncle. Am I doing a comedy?
No. One time I had
No.
a friend who had a computer and
Only once, though.
He had this operating system that I've never heard of, but it's like a Windows operating system that was like clearly made for people that thought the concept of computers was an utterly terrifying thing. Because it was basically like a version of Microsoft where Clippy the paperclip was involved in everything.
Oh.
Yeah, it was called like Microsoft. I don't remember, man. It was such a weird thing to me. But like you turned it on, and you know that dog that pops up whenever you like didn't know where your files were, and it was like, "I'll help you find your files."
There's a dog?
Yeah, there's a 3D dog that pops up whenever you try to find your files on Windows operating system computers.
Oh, shit.
I may have forgotten how old Windows worked after time.
Yeah. So there was a dog that was like it would pop up whenever you were like whenever you turned your computer on in this operating system, and it was just like what the fuck, man? What is happening with this computer?
Leave us alone.
It was literally like just nonstop, as if like Clippy the paperclip was involved in every process, like turning the computer off, turning on Internet Explorer, like it was everywhere. There was like this 3D old man who was like always like crotchety about things. There was a dog. There was Clippy. Clippy was actually in the operating system too.
Did he also have Bonzi Buddy or whatever?
No, dude, Bonsai Buddy was like the third party Clippy.
Well,
Like-
I mean, it sounds like half of these are third
Yeah.
party too.
No, dude, this is an official Microsoft operating system.
This just feels like the
Mike.
cast of characters you see at the end of 8 Crazy Nights.
That's a technical fail. Okay. Microsoft Office.
Remember that one scene where there was a pyramid of deer and they all shit themselves? Adam Sandler! He sure is someone.
All right, so there was Bosgrove, who was a butler, Courtney, a flying car driver, Earl, a surfboarding alien, Jeannie, a genie, Kairu the dolphin, Max, a Macintosh Plus computer, Merlin, a wizard, Petey, a parrot, Robbie, a robot, Rover, a dog, the Monkey King. What the fuck? Why were there so many?
The Monkey King?
Yeah, that was the one that was for the available for East Asian editions, downloadable
These
for
fucking
Office
characters.
97. What the hell is this?
There was the Lord of Chipotle. Quetzalcoatl. Or Quetzalcoatl,
Yeah,
how's
dude.
it pronounced?
No, queso.
Microsoft
No,
Bob
wrong
was
thing.
the name of an operating system add-on thing.
Cthulhu the
that
Undying.
basically wrapped Windows 95 and turned it into an unusable piece of shit.
Yay!
And it was just like, I'm scared of computers, but I like the little robot man that tells me where my pictures of my grandchildren are.
I mean, right now I would love to have a version of Windows that my dad can't break. Because he just ruins all technology. If I could, like,
I'm the 1000th winner, yay! Oh.
if there's like magical anti-idiot software, I would love to have it. I walked in on my
dude.
grandparents in the middle of like calling a number that like a virus took over the computer and they were calling the number on it. Like they were going down that rabbit hole of falling for that.
Oh, jeez.
And suddenly you understand why that kind of stuff even happens and why that kind of really stupid scam exists.
So my
Like they thought
aunt
they thought they were calling customer service and they really fell for it.
my aunt and uncle fell for that a couple days after I had like cleaned up their computer. So like I was visiting and I cleaned up their computer for them, and then I get a call slightly later being like, "What'd you do to our
didn't
computer?"
fix it.
Yeah, and I'm like, "I'm very sure I fixed this. It was running great when I left it." It's like, "Well, you took off all of our like little bar things, so we had to reinstall those." And I was like,
Oh.
Oh
That
no. Those were the bad. That was where the bad came from. That was like the one thing you were supposed to not do.
Yeah. So
And you did it.
When I got there, their browser was like, Jesus Christ, how am I going to do this? Their browser was like 50% like the little search bar things, and I was just like, "Are you really?"
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Listen, we needed
Ooh.
Yahoo and Yahoo 2 and ESPN 3 of the search bar, and
Yeah. Well, a lot of apparently one of the easiest ways to get these people is hunting. Like a lot of hunting websites are kind of filled with random shit because it's not exactly a clientele that's exactly the most technologically adept.
What, you think that people that spend all their time outdoors would not be good at computers?
Yeah, so my uncle had like a bunch of search bars personalized for each one of his like hunting.
oh no.
Oh no!
Like resellers
and all
and
of
whatever.
those just sell shit. Like they
Yeah.
all just like spy on you.
There really are
Jeez.
just tons of people that just are really confused by computers, and I've never been able to relate to that. Like I've never experienced not knowing how computers work, which is weird to think about.
Even like my mother, who's fairly tech savvy, every once in a while will fall to the habit of just like blaming me for why her computer doesn't work, and I'm like, I haven't touched your computer in years.
But it's your fault from that one time 500 years ago when you ruined me.
Well, the crazy town part is like, she's married to a computer scientist. It's like if Lady Bird started like getting
Don't give her
pissy.
ideas.
If when Lady Bird and Bird have kids, and Lady Bird starts getting pissy, it's Bird Junior or Lady Bird Junior. I guess women don't really do junior that much.
No, Junior
But close
Essa.
enough.
Oh jeez, no. Ew.
Yeah.
I just invented a new thing that I wish I didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't be the
Junior
first poor
Rita.
person that's thought of a female junior. hope.
Didn't what's his name? He was the boxer George Foreman. Doesn't he have like a daughter named? No,
Georgetta?
it's just George. It's George. It's something hilarious.
Georgina.
Georgina?
Yeah. That's not
Orangina.
quite junior, but damn, it ain't close enough for my tastes.
These are my kids:
Okay.
George, George 2, George 3, George 4, and Orangina.
My parents never blamed me for tech problems because, like, I don't know, they were actually reasonably tech savvy people.
No, my parents
mean,
would
they
just
still
plead
are,
to
too.
me for tech problems.
Mm-hmm.
They wouldn't like somehow think it was my fault somehow because I never touched their shit.
Yeah, my parents, they're like those people that had like personal websites and stuff back like even before GeoCities was a thing. Like they were really like very on the up and up with computers. Now you know
GeoCities.
they just do kind of like the they just have their iPads and like just kind of enjoy like not having to work so damn hard on to get their computer to like do things they need.
What?
What's the Prabs?
Bro, do you want to help me out with this?
I'm right next to the door, so let me come and seize.
So with advanced oil processing, you end up getting more light oil and
Where's
more
the-
petroleum and less heavy oil.
Where's the stone?
Aren't we using heavy oil?
Huh.
There might be like one block of stone under one of these drills. No?
I don't see it. Oh, that's a pain in the ass.
Here. Where does it... Did you see any come out, or was it just a fluke?
Yeah, there's stone on the line, so
Yeah, I picked it all up, but it could just be a fluke.
could be.
Oh yeah, weird.
Because yeah, I don't see
Yeah, it's the bottom left one. Both the bottom left ones have stone on them. If you highlight them, it tells
Yes.
you that.
Well, those were just put down by Wander.
Yeah.
It says their
okay.
expected resources involve stone, yeah.
Yeah, but those were ones that were just put down by Wander. Oh, anyway.
Yeah, I just.
Yeah, my
oh
parents
well, I'll deal.
never haven't. Thank God, but they've never really been scammed by anything, which is really nice.
My parents haven't, I don't think, but my grandparents were definitely just falling straight into it. I'm like, oh no,
Yeah,
this is happening.
I heard there was this really sad story I read on Personal Finance a couple of maybe months ago, I think, where somebody's grandmother kept sending money to some like dude over the internet that like was a total stranger basically, but like they were apparently like really good friends or something.
Was he
like
a perfect stranger?
Well, she just kept sending him money because he was like, I'm just going to come to the United States and visit you, and then like we'll hang out or whatever. And
I like
then
that all I got was a sigh.
yeah, well, that's all you deserved. Anyway, so she just kept sending them money, and then they were like, "Can you not do that because that's our money?" And you sent like $30,000 to a complete fucking stranger, and that sucks for everybody. And they just like kept doing it. And then finally, like they got them in an update like a while later. It turns out that like basically she had fallen in love with this dude, and like all he did was like, he would scam people, and he would look for like he would like look through like obituaries and stuff.
Yeah, for recently
find
widowed women.
widowers?
Yeah, I read
Yeah.
this.
Oh,
And then, like, he would, like, prey on them to, like, get them to give them their inheritances. And he kept saying, like, oh, you know, I'm from the overseas. I'll come visit you and stuff like that. And it was just a local dude that just, like, would just, like, scam people. And the worst part is that it's basically legal. Like, I mean, it's incredibly unethical, but, like...
it's its own little brand of fucked up.
Yeah, but it doesn't, like... There's nothing you can do about it.
Besides not be stupid.
Well, I mean, they're preying on, like, the most emotionally vulnerable people in the entire society. So, yeah, if you have a grandma...
So
Or
just look
lock her
forward to
up.
this future, kids. When you're old enough, not only will all of the people you love die, and you'll be looking forward to death, and you'll be completely out of touch with the world, and have like no real ties to how society works anymore, but also people will prey on you for profit.
Damn.
Until you get
melodramatic
to
there, Keith.
embrace, then you get to embrace the cold, calming death, where nobody can get your shit anymore. Yay!
Heath, when did the spark go out in your soul?
I'm a generally happy person.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you are. I would say you're very like, well, what can you do about shit when shit's
Yep.
bad type of
One of the
person.
happiest, most jaded people.
I'm
It's
Yeah.
Andrew.
I'm that one dog from the comic when the house is on fire. This is fine.
Which comic? The one that's like,
The one where he's sipping
my
his coffee
grandma
and,
used-
and he's like, "This is fine."
yeah. This person says, my grandma used to spend a shit ton on QVC. QVC is also, like, totally scam old people, it seems. There was even a South Park episode about it. That's how bad it got.
Yay! I also watch a show
I think
about
I actually-
that's basically about preying on old people to an extent.
I think I actually
Better
heard
call
about
Saul.
the South Park episode, and apparently it was like actually one of the biggest educators for like
Yeah, that issue. Yes.
yeah.
It was basically 100% unheard. It was the first time I had, like, put two and two together and heard about that issue. Like, I didn't know that basically, like, people would spend, like, enormous, ridiculous amounts of their, like, net worth on just, like, shitty jewelry.
Yay!
And I had another. Yeah, there was an art class that I used to go to, where the teacher, by the time I met him, was already just like completely like inundated with just like crazy beliefs, and like what he did was he, amongst a lot of other things, decided to put his home on a reverse mortgage, which is not a very good idea, hardly ever. But it's like something that a lot of old people end up doing, and basically they just like have to get their homes foreclosed on after a couple of years. So if you have old people in your life,
Watch them.
fucking take
They're-
a lot of care
they're-
of them.
They're making
Hug
very
them.
terrible decisions.
Hug them and then take away their money.
You just reach around and you just take the money, and it's yours now. Wait,
better you.
wait, that
better,
just makes you that. No.
better you than that random internet stranger.
Yeah. The moral of the story is that if you have
That's
old
not
people
what I
in your
was going
family,
for at all,
that
you
you can very
fuckers.
easily steal all their shit.
How did you do this? How did you take the point I was building up to and ruin it so damn well?
Your grandparents are ripe for the picking.
In all seriousness, though, like, we kind of had to do that with my grandmother because she wasn't like getting scammed, but she was kind of becoming irresponsible with it, and so
Yeah.
eventually it was just like, okay, we're taking away your car and your money, and we're just gonna, figure this out in a non problematic way. Oh. Well, I've partially solved our iron problems.
How's that?
I am iron.
I just found a
Problems.
different. I just found a different iron field entirely.
I have iron problems.
That sounds like
when-
something an old person would say.
Yeah, when Iron Man is old and geriatric, and
I have iron problems.
okay, so now we're pumping out purple science, no problem.
But
Uh,
Dad, I heard that if I take like
Looks like
this supplement
steel is
from
the
the
next problem.
internet, that'll help me.
I think is this steel line over here.
Oh, but yeah,
bad.
that one artist guy that I talked about, he also would buy like really expensive vitamin supplements because he was afraid that
That the government was
Like-
gonna take his bones.
no, it was basically stuff like that. Like the government was like poisoning water and stuff. So he bought like
Well, with Flint, that's not entirely
well-
incorrect anymore.
okay, well then you buy bottled water and not like government I don't know, like
Brain
some assholes
gone.
just like
Ah.
like $70. It was like so expensive. He only bought one brand of bottled water, and they were like $60 or $70 for like a pack of like 20.
Boy.
Just absolutely ridiculous.
All right, so I have like doubled our oil production and refining.
That's less interesting than pleasure.
Keith, could you actually start working on the drones just providing basic things like pipes, gears, and circuits and whatever? Because I was trying to like figure out what that was last night, but
You just jam them in a provider chest.
well, I tried and it wasn't providing. Hence my confusion.
And you put it in your logistics slot on your menu.
Yeah.
So you currently have a provider chest somewhere within a drone network that has a resource in it right now?
Yeah, I was requesting fast transport belts, and admittedly I've picked up some since because, you know, kind of had to.
Yeah, I haven't seen the robots do anything for anyone yet. I also
Let's
haven't looked.
see. That's a passive provider chest.
Okay, we are now
Should be
making
in range.
the blue circuits. Okay, we need batteries, batteries, speed modules, and copper cables. Okay, that's all not too
Okay.
terrible because we're getting a lot of those stuff, a lot of those things.
Oh, good. I haven't connected it yet.
Hmm.
I'm starting on fast belts. The
Nice.
fastest. Are they fastest? I think they're fastest.
The express belts, the blue ones, are the fastest.
Yeah.
Yes. Without
Okay.
mods, of
And
course.
I was freaking out for a moment because it wasn't
Yeah, it worked fine for me.
weird. Okay.
I put fast transport belts on my logistics slot, and I have 100 of them in now in that slot. Badoom.
I should just do that.
Magic. I didn't see them come though because I was trying to diagnose the problem, but then it apparently happened when I wasn't looking. So it's, yay, it works.
We have a little sneaky Metal Gear Solid snake.
Yeah, that's
Bot that's
spooky
like
that
on
100 drones just rubbed up into me and I didn't notice.
I'm gonna sneak by and leave you a little gift in your pants.
In your pants. Little pants
Oh.
gift in your pants.
Little, oops! Don't mind me. Just sneaking
Don't
by.
mind me. I'm just giving you pants gifts.
I don't have words.
One of my favorite things is when Bird starts a joke, and then I just continue the joke until he's uncomfortable.
Doesn't
It
take
is
much,
pretty great.
weirdo.
And it's literally just the joke he was already doing every time.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What if Bird's kids end up being more Birdly than Bird is?
Then I'll have succeeded as a father.
Daddy?
And then you just fade out of existence.
My work here is done.
I am done now. I can ascend.
Goodbye, Lady
Parenting
Bird.
complete.
Goodbye, Lady Bird.
Parenting
It was nice.
completed.
Nah. My
This is-
kids are gonna be the best. They're gonna be like captain of the school parade and shit like that. The schools
Why?
have parades? I don't know. My kid will start one. To be the captain of it.
They're just the dumbest jokes.
Just by himself, weeping.
It's like, yay, parade!
Do we have
And
a...
I'll just be there with my Birdly dad mustache, like, you did it, son. You made the parade.
And next,
Do
the
I have
world.
what?
Oh, no, that's a storage chest. Okay, passive provider chest.
We need to... Do we have speed modules even researched yet?
Oh, is this within drone port range? You know, should probably get it within drone port range. Do we have speed what modules?
We do. We do have speed modules researched. Wow, they're easy. Jeez.
Yeah.
That is trivial to
Oh,
make.
I misread it, so they didn't give me 100. They didn't give me 100 because I already had like hundreds and hundreds of them. So I was misreading that. Let's see.
Okay, so I'm requesting 100. No, they're not giving it. Oh, are the roboports just not stocked with robots?
They should have a couple.
Because I'm standing next to a robot, which is right next to a passive provider chest filled with iron plates, and I'm just telling it to.
Oh, I just found the problem.
You fixed it? What was the issue?
I haven't fixed it because I'm nowhere near you guys. But Bird, you see that roboport you're by? That's the one that has all of them in it. It doesn't have a dotted line.
It's not connected to anything else.
It's not within a dotted.
It's only connected via green. It's not connected via orange.
It's not on the dotted line range of all the other drones.
It just triggered, so perfect.
Okay, do we have a Roboport factory somewhere? Because I am not making them by hand.
No, there's no Roboport factory. But can you just pick it up and move it slightly to the left? And then put the other ones back in it? It just needs to connect to the other dotted lines that are like right there.
I don't know how.
When you're putting it down, there'll be dotted lines when you're close enough.
Where's that?
There, I put it down.
Guys, we're being attacked. Iron line.
That's further away.
Troll later. We must fight.
Troll later.
Heath, are you on that?
Taking my defenses didn't help. Great. I just tried to revamp everything over there.
Oh.
They're getting bigger.
I like how they always get stuck on the conveyor belts.
Oh, yeah. Do you guys see the little bases that have popped up?
Yeah, those, like, just spawned in recently.
Yeah.
This game, that's actually a super frustrating, stupid part about this game.
It's new, too.
It is new, and I really actually have a pretty intense dislike for it. I think it's a stupid mechanic. It's like, I've already conquered this world. I have objectively made this world my bitch.
Yeah, we likely need even more defenses.
Yeah, well, I mean, we could consider, now that we've kind of fixed our power problems, we could consider doing,
Okay, we should be good for logistics drones now. They are flying everywhere. And I just got a hundo red belts. So, life's good. Huh. We have a Prabble on the green circuits.
It might just be slow. We might never have fixed the...
We probably just need to make more green circuit producers yet. Mm-hmm. That's fine because that's, like, really, really easy. So, we'll do that. Lord knows we have enough copper plates. God damn, we've never run out this entire game.
We are going to run out at some point, and that is going to be a weird, weird situation.
Okay, it looks like Bird fixed the drone situation, so now they should all be hooked up correctly.
That's good.
Yeah, the specific drone port that all of the actual drones are being fed into on the production line was the only one that wasn't connected to the overall network.
In other words, we found the perfect formula for screwing ourselves.
Yes. Now I will test this by putting all of my belts inside of a chest. And watch as robots come to provide me with chests.
You finally decided not to be something like crazy Final Fantasy weeaboo? I'm proud of you.
Oh god, here they all come. But they'll have to go on detours to refuel themselves because I'm so far away. This is bad for our power. Well, they'll get her eventually.
Iron axe. Nice, nice. I'm glad that you've been using our robots in an intelligent and responsible manner.
Yay, you've got a package. Supply the player with a logistics robot. I got an achievement.
Mm-hmm.
That's worth all the pointless use of robots in the world. It's actually good because it'll mean that all these local ones are going to go. They're going to go deposit themselves in the local robot port down here instead of that one. So they're actually using them leads to them actually just distributing themselves amongst the base instead of all being in the same one. It's a good system.